What is up, everybody? Thank you for tuning in to another video. I noticed a lot of my viewers aren't subscribed to my channel, so I'm hoping that I can do this video to help connect with the audience, and maybe you guys can get to know me. My mustache making it look like I got a cleft lip or something, but you guys can get to know me, and hope to see you guys, and hope you stick around to the end of the video. Like, subscribe. See you on the next one. Alrighty, as y'all know, my name's Moose. If you've seen any of the videos at all on my channel, then you know that. So I am the oldest sibling of 5, and I have 4 brothers and 1 sister. We have different moms with the same dad, and I grew up with them for the most part. They eventually split off with their mom. I stayed with my dad. So I'm always, kind of craving that big brother sense. I like to look out for people, stuff like that. And I moved around a lot when I was a kid. I went to about 7 or 8 different elementary schools, like 3 different middle schools, and then I told my dad that I did not want to move around a lot for high school. So I told him I didn't want to move around a lot for high school. I wanted to make some roots and get some true friends, so my whole life just moving around a lot. And I'm 24, don't have any kids. I have a shit ton of pets and animals. Yeah, so that's basically my upbringing and kind of where I'm at now. I decided not to have children, and I decided to have multiple pets. I'm still trying to rekindle my bond with my younger siblings because they ended up moving off with their moms, and I ended up staying with our dad. So I can't believe I'm talking about all this right now. Honestly, I don't know. I don't really feel great talking about it. I feel vulnerable, but I'm connecting with the audience. If anyone watches this at all, now you know more about Moose, and I got a whole bunch of questions. So let's dive into a couple of the questions that I was actually asked by a couple of my friends and family. So the first question I got asked was, what started my journey into martial arts? And honestly, kids are mean. So so when I was growing up, skinny white guy with the last name Moose, I got made fun of a lot and bullied a lot. And eventually I just was like, you know what, I'm gonna turn my body into a weapon. And this was about freshman year. So in total, it was probably honestly about 9 years ago, but I didn't stick to it. So that was up until recently, about 2 years ago, which leads me to another one of our questions. How did I get introduced into Street Beefs, and how did I find them, how did they find me? Well, this is actually, it is what it is. I'm actually answering 3 questions here, but my last street fight was actually at my local Circle K. I go there every day, and had a scuffle right before, and so after that fight, I was, I've always been into martial arts, but I really wanted to dive into it, and I wanted to start fighting. Instead of getting into street fights, instead of getting in trouble, find somebody else who wants to fight me and duke it out. So so I got into a street fight, and Street Beefs, I looked them up on Facebook, and they have a group, and it's super easy to join. There's no money involved. It's literally just going out there, putting your chin on the line, experience for experience. And yeah, so I've been doing it for about 2 years, and it leads me to another question. This next question is, do I have any sponsors? And the answer to that is no. Usually more amateur guys get sponsors. There are a couple underground guys that have sponsors. Shout out to them. I haven't actively tried to get sponsors, but I have actively been trying to grow my name and push the brand out there, have people recognize me, stuff like that. And that will bring me to a couple more questions we got here. Any sponsors? Answered that one. Famous person I want to meet. Now this one is probably a given. A lot of people want to meet this guy, Joe Rogan. So yo Joe, I'm doing my thing on YouTube. Let me get on that podcast, man. You know what I'm saying? Let me get on that podcast, man. But just kidding, obviously. My other hobbies outside of MMA, I love to cook. I love to throw down. I also love to collect reptiles. Not really collect them, but probably just, it's more of, I like to teach about them. Not teaching, but exposing people to animals that they wouldn't necessarily be exposed to. So if anyone wants to hold a snake, you can come hit me up and come on over. I have snakes. I've never been bitten. And it's funny because I used to hate snakes. So I used to be scared of them. Not really hate them, but it was one of my biggest fears. And I got my own snake, and it just totally made me love them and get over that fear instantly. Got asked another question: what is my next tattoo, and how many do I got? So I got these 2 from the shop. I put a moose on myself, stick poke, tattoo ink and needle. I have another stick poke on my thigh, and then I somewhat started a leg sleeve. That's all stick poke. I'm actually not bad at it, but it is what it is. My favorite UFC fighter and my favorite Street Beast fighter. Now this was a good question. I had to think deep about Street Beast, and there's honestly a lot of the top 10 is stacked. But the first person that came to mind is this man for Street Beefs. Has been grabbing miles. I don't even know where he's from. I think he's from Cali, and he drives. So he's been to the OG yard a handful of times. He's been to Washington. He's been to the West Coast. You might know his name, Dirty Devil. He just had a banger in BLK Prime versus Iraqi Assassin. Hope you guys check that out. Yeah, Dirty Devil, you the man, bro. I don't know your age, probably 30, but you're still putting people down, no matter the age. So, good stuff. Salute to you, brother. My favorite UFC fighter, Kevin Holland, the Trailblazer. This man has been going nuts. He's been knocking people down, and he's talking to them. He's embarrassing them. I'm all for it. I love it. And not to mention, I talked to his coach and trainer, Justin Adams. Super cool guy, rodeo family. He's awesome too. Let's get into a good question right here. Bad habits. One of my worst bad habits is chewing my fingernails. I need to dip these bad boys in some kerosene or something, so that way when I try to bite them, it's nasty. But yeah, that's honestly my worst habit. It's nasty. And also, I smoke a lot. If I want to pursue this MMA career, I should probably chop back on smoking. But it is what it is. So, famous person I want to meet. Got that one. Favorite music. And favorite music. I like hip hop and R&B, but my dad listens to old country. That's what he grew me up on, and heavy metal like Slipknot, Propane, Mudvayne, Pantera. So I can get down with anything, really. I can get down with any music, but I do prefer rap, hip hop, Polo G, Speaker Knockers, Drake, Lil Wayne, all that. Now let's see what we got next. My least favorite aspect of fighting. This is a tough one because I really loved it all. I'd say my least favorite aspect, damn, that one's tough. Maybe cardio, because I recently started actually doing my cardio, and you know, it's just hard to stay entertained while you're just running around. But let's see, funniest childhood memory. Well, there was a tether ball. I was about 7, and there was a puddle around the tether ball, and we were trying to play tetherball, but the ball was like just laying there around the pole. So we were trying to hit it, but we didn't want to get our shoes wet because we were kids. So my friend picks up a ginormous rock, boom, throws it at the tether ball, bounces off my head, and it didn't really hurt. But when I look around, and everyone's like, and blood just starts. And so I just start bawling my little head off, and we run to the thing, and he's like telling me sorry, and he feels like he thought he killed me or some snizzle. But yep, my favorite food and vegetable. So my favorite food is gonna be chicken Alfredo. I'm Italian, can't go wrong with that. My favorite vegetable, ooh, that one's tough. I'd say broccoli. I like corn too. Corn goes hard. Corn's dope. And let's see. Got lots of good questions. I appreciate everyone reaching out, asking me questions. I'm probably gonna wrap the video up here. So if you made it this far, drop a comment. Tell me something you liked about the video. Make sure you subscribe. I'm just trying to get people to understand me better, know me. A lot of people have opinions on me that never met me or talked to me. So if you haven't met me or talked to me, you can't really say much. Other than that, if we had an experience together, I hope it was good and genuine. And Moose is out. We'll see you on the next video.